My name is Ojo Isaac. I'm the manager of Presta Royal Concept. Presta Royal Concept is an accounting software company located in Ikeja, Lagos, Nigeria. Today, in this video, I want to teach you what is called preferences. QuickBooks preferences. In some other software, they call it settings. I want to teach you QuickBooks preferences. Preferences in QuickBooks is very, very important because most of the features are activated under the preferences. Before you start using QuickBooks, you must activate the preference that you want to use to manage your accounting records. If you do not know how to set up the preferences, it becomes very, very difficult for you to operate the software. Number one preference is accounting preference. This is how to set it up or how to create it and bring out the feature. So what does it give you? It allows you to allocate numbers to charts of account or the ledgers. Okay, let me show you an example. Let me display chart of account for you here now. This is chart of account. Now the chart of account, I go to list. I select account, chart of accounts. Then this is chart of accounts. On this chart of accounts, you can see that you have the ledger names here. These are the ledger names. All these one, UBA, accounts receivable, account under undeposited fund, accumulated depreciation, furniture and equipment, tractors, and we can go on and on and on and on. And this is the account type, and these are the balances. All right, but before this name, before this column, there's supposed to be a number column at the front. It is not there now because it is not yet activated. So for you to bring it out, you go to preferences. Let's go there. QuickBooks preferences. I close it. You go to edit menu. Under the edit menu, you scroll to the last item on the edit menu called preferences. Click on preferences, then the preference window will display. This is the preference window. We have a lot of preferences here, so it depends on the one you want to activate. So I want to activate accounting preferences. I click on accounting. Then on my right hand side, you will see my preferences and company preferences. You will select my company preferences. Look at the company preferences. Click on company preferences. Under the company preferences, you will see accounts. Under accounts, you will see use account numbers. Then activate the box at the front of the use account numbers. Activate it. Activate it means click on the box, check it up so that it will be checked and you'll be able to use it. So now this is what it means by activating. So after that, you now click on OK. OK will save your activation. Then we check again. I click on OK down. OK. So it is already done. Let's go back to chart of account. If numbers will appear, if the default numbers will appear, this is chart of account. Yeah, behold the numbers. These are the numbers. These are the numbers now. These are the numbers. These are the numbers that I'm talking about. If you have not activated the preferences, accounting preferences, numbers will not be there. Okay, for instance, you created UBA before you activate preferences. You can see that there's no number there. So the next thing you will do is to now allocate numbers there according to IFAS report or according to the specification of the traditional financial standard. Okay, so now what do? I would click on this very number UBA, and I click. When I right click on it, then I will click on edit account. Edit account. So this is edit account. So with the recommendation of international financial standard, then all accounts relating to banks and cash start with 10,000. 10,000. So I enter 10,000 there. So if I want to start with UBA as my first ledger under the bank, Okay, so if I don't want to start with UBA as my first ledger under banks, therefore I will have to use my own number 6 and to be able to allocate it properly. Let's say I want to say 10,600. All right, so which means I still have other banks or other cash and cash equivalent that I'm going to set up above the 10,600. So that is why I'm reserving 10,000 as a ledger. I'm reserving 10,100 as a ledger. I'm reserving 10,200 as a ledger. I'm reserving 10,300 as a ledger. 400 up to 500, then and so on and so forth. So after that, I click on save and close. So after that, let's check if the number has been allocated. Yes, this is it. The number has been allocated. So this is how to activate accounting preferences in QuickBooks. So right now, after that, we go to the next preference. The next preference on the item on the list here is item preferences, item and inventory preferences. Again, we go to edit, click on edit. On the drop down, we click on preferences. Under the preferences, as I said, there are a lot of them. We look for the one you want to activate. I click on items and inventory preferences. You go to company preferences. Under the company preferences, you will check this very box. You will check this very box. This box that is saying inventory and purchase orders are active. So you have to check it. If you check it, then you will be able to now use inventory items when you are doing inventory items. Okay, before then, let's also check something. Let's also check something that I know what it will help us to solve. Okay, so now I've closed the preferences. I'm going to create an inventory now. Let me create inventory. Under vendors, I click on vendor. Then from the drop down, I'm supposed to see inventory activities, but I'm not seeing it. What I'm seeing here is item list. Not only this item list I'm supposed to be seeing, I'm supposed to see inventory activities, whereby I will be able to see all the information, all the features about creating inventories. So there is none there now. Okay, even if I bypass it and click on item list, all right, and then I want to create a new one under the item list. I click on a new item from this tab here, from this item tab here. I click on new item. So this is what it's giving me. So it has given me this, but see the selections of the classification, the types of item that is giving me. I have service item, non-inventory item, non-inventory item, other charges, and sub total and group and discount. This is what it's giving me, but it's not enough. This feature that is giving me here, or the inventory type that is giving me here, is not enough, and it cannot satisfy me creating a stock item that is meant to be purchased for the purpose of reselling. It cannot. So what I will do, I will now go to preferences to activate that very particular feature that will bring the in-stock item out. The stock item that will now enable me to set up and resell and also stock and also do assembly. Let's do that. All right, let me close this one up. So I close it here. So I go to edit. Under the edit menu. So you will see preferences, as I said. Click on preferences. I'm there down. Under you click on item and inventory preferences. This very one. Then after that, you click on company preferences. Then you activate it. You check the box. And when I use the word activate, means check the box on the front of inventory and purchases order and active. So I've checked it. Look at. So I'm telling QuickBooks Standard that I am dealing with inventory. I'm dealing in inventory. So okay. So I click on OK. So it asks me. It said all must close. Yes. Please note this. It will tell you that QuickBooks must close all its open windows to change this preference. You will say OK. Don't cancel. Just say OK so that it will affect it. So I have said OK. I've clicked on OK and I've effected it. So now you will observe, because I'm using QuickBooks Enterprise, you can see inventory menu appears. That is what brings it out. It was not there before. Inventory menu. But if you are not using QuickBooks Enterprise, what you will do is to go to vendors menu. Under the vendors menu, then scroll down, you will look for inventory activities. You will see them there. So when you get there, you will be able to see the where you are going to set up these very particular inventories. So what you do is to click on item list. Click on item list. So click on item list. I've selected it now. Item list is displayed. This is the item list. So assuming I want to set up new items, so I come to under item tab here. I click on it. Then you click on new items. New item. So if I click on new item, you can see that under the new item, you can see services, inventory, parts, inventory assembly, then non-inventory assembly. So before, when we look at this, it was showing only services, no inventory part and this inventory assembly. So what we have here now with this inventory part, if I want to set up a physical inventory part, this is what I will use. That is, if I want to set up a stock item, this is what I will use. Then if I want to set up a manufactured good assembly, this is what I will use. So that is why we have to come to inventory activities, inventory preferences. So that is the first thing you have to do before you start to use QuickBooks. So after that, you will now set up payment preferences. Payment preferences. Okay, under the payment preferences, we are going there again. We are going to edit menu. From the drop down, you click on preferences. There, this is the preferences window. Now under it, you click on payment preferences. All right, so we look for payment. This is payment. So this payment preference will display my company preference. Click on it. This very one. So under my company preferences, this where we are interested is on this area here. Now you have automatically apply payments. You have automatically calculate payments, and you have use deposit funds as a default deposit to account. What it means is that when you receive customers payment in QuickBooks, if you do not activate this feature here, it means that all your receipt of customers payment will be collected or will be warehoused under undeposited fund. Under undeposited fund. That is what it means. So if we uncheck this, therefore, the box for you to deposit or to select the account where to deposit to will appear automatically. Okay, as usual, we go back there again to check the position now before we activate it. So cancel. So I go to customer. If you click on customer drop down, you go to receive payment. When you click on receive payment, this is the window where you receive customers' money, customers that are owing. Let's see what customer. Okay, there's one customer there. Ade Computer. Let's say Ade Computer is owing money. You want to receive. You select Ade Computer. Right now you have selected Ade Computers. All right. So if you have selected and you want to receive the money, the amount you want to receive will display here. Though this guy has no debt for now, but on this box here and here, where does this payment goes to? That is what we are talking about here. So you can see that there's no box activated there. Because there's no box activated there, so if you receive customer payment using the customer receive window here, this customer payment window here, all what you receive will not be warehoused in your banks. Will not be warehoused in those banks that you are going to post them to. For instance, if you receive a UBA check and you lodge it in your Zenith Bank account, so it will not hit your Zenith Bank ledger. If you receive a Standard Trust Bank check and you want to lodge it in UBA, it will not hit it. So this is what you will do before you will be able to do that. Okay, so let's close it. Let's go and activate it so that we check again. Okay, so let's go there. Edit. Under the edit preferences, you click on preferences. The payment is still on payment preferences. So I click on company preferences. under the company preferences here. Remember, you first click on payment, then come to company preference, click on it. Then this very particular box, uncheck it. This very particular box that is saying use undeposited funds as a default deposit to account. No, I uncheck it. I say no. So I will uncheck it. After uncheck it, then the other box will now open up on the customer receive payment window. All right. So I click on OK to save what I've done. So I click on OK again. So it is being effected. So let's go to customers window now. Now we are on customers menu now. From the drop down, let's select receive payment. So I've selected receive payment. So if I want to receive payment from this customer a day, I click here. Then if the customer pay me with check, I will enter the check number here. I will click on check, method of payment, check. Then check number, let's say he pays me with a Zenith Bank, which I will now abbreviate as ZB. Then check number 009933. So if this is what he pays me with, then deposit to. So what it means that me now, I'm going to instruct my boys or my account officer to go to the bank to lodge this very particular check into UBA. So which means I have a UBA account, and I've also set up in my QuickBooks, I've set up UBA ledger, so that when doing reconciliation, all the postings will be accurate and it will correspond. So I will be able to select it here. So this is what it means by setting up preferences for payments. So that is how to do set up preferences. So I close this. Remaining the last one that I want to talk about in this window now, in this very particular video talking. Okay. So now the next one is sales tax preferences. Yes, sales tax preferences. Although in the other videos that are coming up, I have already done videos on how to create a post transaction with a sales tax. So the next thing I will do, I go to preferences, edit, then from edit I click on preferences, then click on sales tax. Then under the sales tax, then I click on company preferences. The company preferences, under the company preferences, I will activate it. Say, look at it. I say, I will click on yes. Do you want to charge? Do you charge sales tax for this company? Say yes. Click on yes. I will click on yes. Select yes. Immediately you select yes, all the hidden information will now display. So we will be able to now set up sales tax. So at this stage, you can click OK here, or it will ask you some question. If it asks you a question, you may be able to immediately you have to answer it. So question like, do you want to set up a sales tax percentage down or sales tax rate? Yeah. So you come here, you must set up your most common sales tax item. So this is where you now set it up. So you click on add new here. But I'm sure I'm not going to do that for now. The purpose of this is for me to show you how to activate preferences, so that when you go to where you have to set up sales tax, for instance, under inventory items and services, it will display. Okay, I click on OK. Okay, so it said you must specify your most, which I said before. My intention was not to set up any tax rate, but it's now telling me to set up a tax rate. So I click on add. So if I click on add, so you can see that sales tax item has already displayed. So if I go to do that, I will now quickly say VAT. Then here now, I will now quickly say sales tax or VAT. So the full, I will now say VAT again. V value added tax. Tax. Then asking me what is the rate. I will now answer 7.5%. Okay. So and the agency, then which is done there before, I quickly set it up. Federal Inland Revenue Service. Federal Inland Revenue Service. Okay. So I will click on OK. All right. Then before I now save, I click on OK. So that has activated. Now look at it there. Then finally, I click on OK. The last OK here or save button must be clicked on before everything that you have done will be activated. So I click on it. So it's asking me to make all existing customers. I don't want to make existing customers because not all customers will buy my sales tax sales tax items, or that is items that are going to be on sales tax. Well, the issue is if you are selling goods that are vatable all through, all this you can check. But if it is a selective, some are not taxable and some are taxable, you will check all, so that when you are posting, you can use your hand to apply the sales tax. That is what I normally do. I click on OK. So it's saving now. It's saving now. So there are a lot of preferences to be set up here. These are a few ones for us to be able to proceed on this course. So before you start using QuickBooks, I enjoy you most sincerely to listen to the videos one after the other. The video is on a chronological order, and because it's in a chronological order, it means that you have to listen to one before you do two, or before you do three, or before you do four. But if you say you will not listen to one and you want to start from video 5, video 6, you won't be able to get there and you'll be able to finish it. So I enjoy you most sincerely, my students, to start from number 1, listen to number 1, practice it, listen to video 2, practice it, listen to video 3, practice it, and so on and so forth. So this is how to set up preferences in QuickBooks.